Someone's broke him in two?
Hey, you take it the way you want to take it, man.
All right. Well,
If that's where your imagination goes, then...
Oh! You see that was a wind-up. That was one of these. He was charging
him out. It's the fake him out, man.
That was beautiful.
It's one-punch man right there. Or one-shot man.
One Jason, man.
ESL Brink. Who is he? He keeps doing it now.
Get him out.
I just like to see him just float in and start playing. Like, what's going on?
Just grabs it.
Yeah.
Scores the three-pointer.
Takes
on his own goal.
Takes it into spawn.
Yeah.
Like, haha, you guys can't play anymore.
Stabbing.
Well, he's probably going to be flossing, let's be honest.
Yeah.
There's not enough movement. He's not seeing enough movement.
I'm not seeing enough movement because we're not currently back into it, Jason. Now we're seeing movement. More than enough movement.
We are. And now with gravity of control, they actually just blew completely by the defenders.
Ooh.
And who's number 17? Viatrix. I thought I just heard a scream in game. Did you hear that?
Yeah, that did sound like...
I think that was Viatrix screaming.
The war cry from Viatrix.
Because when I play basketball, like, and someone's like taking a shot against me, I sometimes make like a sound. I make a sound. They're shooting against me, so I make like a high-pitched sound or sound to throw him off. Maybe it was ambient trying to like freak him out.
Could have been.
Or some more scream.
Like a war scream to really,
Yeah, but
in your opponent.
if a war scream is really high-pitched, I don't really instills fear into people. It probably just deafens them.
The sound of a badger getting mauled by lots of caterpillars.
How would you know what a badger getting mauled by a bunch of caterpillars sounds like?
Discovery Channel.
Oh, okay. I believe it.
It's just
geographic.
general history.
It's just general history, yeah. It's true. General knowledge here. As the general knowledge right now should be Gravity being the team in the favorited position. At the moment, Ouroboros is going to be back on the attack with a 2-point lead. Sundance looking for the pass back over, looking to actually push and get Viatrix out of position. But you can see they're keeping two defenders back. Who tries to do the loop-de-loop and the roundy round. Try to go for the score. What do you think of that? The roundy round?
The roundy round?
Yeah.
The wiggle waggle?
So it has to have alliteration.
Yeah. Wiggle and waggle. That's the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that what it's called when caterpillars eat a badger? They wiggle and waggle.
The 1,000 caterpillar wiggle waggle.
Oof.
You ever seen a caterpillar eat a badger?
No. Have you?
No, but I did just see its 2-pointer.
Oh.
It was quite nice.
Similar.
Pretty much. In terms of overall impact and how, blood-curdling it can be.
Sure. Sure. Okay.
You hit a big 2-pointer.
Yeah, a meaty 2-pointer.
A good meat juicy, Jason. Juicy.
So now tied up at 2 apiece here. Turbot got 2 points on the board for... Oh, wow. That was just... Oh, my God. Did he just headbutt his wall there?
That was crazy.
The thing is, that happens all the time. You'd like to see what teams like to send like one defender directly into the quarterback to force him to pass, or else he's going to lose control of the disc. So they got the disc out. They actually got the pass successfully. They're actually playing better, I want to say, than Egg Boys. At least in the first round, the first map that we saw, because that was just some like really awkward passing.
I'd say in terms of actual overall teamwork and synergy between the players, I don't know if that's, to be fair, I don't know if that comes down to communication between them and actually understanding of when to pass or what gives them the edge. But it does definitely look like they have better synergy there.
Affenterra gave me the thumbs up on the answer that I gave you about why he wasn't playing.
Yeah? Okay.
Have you figured it out yet?
No. A Kit Kat?
Yep.
Is that a euphemism?
No, what? How would it be a euphemism? Anyways, I'll give you some more time to think about it here as Ouroboros have the lead. They actually have the disc on their own side of the arena here, which is a little bit risky, especially if you miss a pass, Torn. Oh, wow. So it's actually his teammate Ambient just kind of fully cleared past the defender that was there. You can see Boop and Viatrix going to regroup. And I saw Punch comes in to stop the regrabs from happening. Look for them. They're already on the right side of the arena now. Torn coming in from high. Going to pass back down low. They're definitely fighting for every inch they're getting off the backboard as well. That was a nice shot coming out of Ambient. Really well done in general by Ouroboros on that attack.
Yeah, very well.
Did you figure it out? I gave you time.
I know. I have no idea what that is.
I guarantee Blue should know. If you've ever seen a Kit Kat commercial, you should know.
Is he on a date?
What?
He's on I don't know.
Most Kit Kat has to do with dates.
Well, no, most of the Kit Kat commercials.
Dates are a fruit.
No, not date as in the fruit. Date as in like the act.
Oh, I've never been on one of those.
All right, me neither. Yeah.
So, do you want to go on a date together? Like, is that? Did we just become married? I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking.
Are you my boyfriend now? I mean, I wish, but anyway, back at the action, Jay.
I don't know. Thinking back to Dallas into Texas, what happened? I think
we don't talk about Dallas.
No, right now.
Everything definitely was bigger in Texas. Now though, control the ball for Ouroboros. 2 minutes on the clock as they look to try and further that lead. Already a bit of a gap there, Jason. 4 points setting them ahead. Ooh, a bit of an awkward fight for that one.
That was a meaty fight.
That was a meaty fight. Juicy. Juicy indeed.
Torn, though, has an opportunity for a shot here. Again, the round-around, the loop-de-loop,
the wiggle-waggle.
The wiggle-waggle, you name it, it happened. And Torn is just laying waste here to Gravity.
He's torn them a new one. It's like tearing.
Yeah, no, I got it. It was good. You couldn't see it on camera. I was nodding. I was nodding my head up and down.
Subtle nod.
It seems like Gravity on Ambien right now. Because they're asleep in the goals.
Oh. Other brands of sleep medication are available, I guess. There you go.
Ooh, nice aggressive play again. Gets the disc misthrown into an island. Somehow, actually, Boop's able to retrieve it. Just barely misses the backboard where he needed to hit to bounce it in for a long three-pointer. He's actually really well known for a couple of shots. He's really good at long range, and he has the mail shot for like long distance right over the force field in the goal.
Yeah.
Very difficult to do. You have to be super accurate for it. But I feel like as well, like there's a lot of, we talk about, you know, the difference in skills you need to have, like different like mechanics you need to be able to play well with. I feel like one that hasn't been done well is like bouncing. Like going for like these ridiculous shots where you just bounce off islands and bounce off walls and just be able to make it.
I suppose just being able to get like the ricochet shots and work it off the back of that, right?
Oof, that was an old game.
Oh, what, ricochet itself? Yeah. Kind of similar concept, really, in terms of, you know, discus throwing.
I know, this should be 2. Oh my gosh, don't tell me you missed it! No, Vitrex! Oh, he gets the punch. Going for the shot now. Gets blocked out, Torn.
Why does this keep happening? What the? Jason! They're big blockers right now. They're being able to just stop everything. Nothing is going into that goal. And they're wasting time as well. This is nice. Hops back to what you've been talking about. Being able to delay effectively, passing around, just keeping yourself on the move and make it very awkward for the opposing side. As in reality, Gravity do not have a chance of getting this one. They will get some points in though. Bringing that up to 3 points there.
But the thing is, Ouroboros have control now of the disc, right? 23 seconds to waste.
You can waste that, surely.
You could try. The thing is that Gravity have to get aggressive. They have to send at least 5 tracks directly into their opponent, into quarterback for Ouroboros. All Ouroboros need to do is basically get the disc safely across into the blue side, into Gravity's side of the arena, and they should be able to win this. Keep one person back as an anchor for your team, in case they go for a long shot because you lose control of the disc. But watch how Gravity goes in the attack here. They have to get aggressive. They send basically all 3 players to midfield. And they're going to clear it to number 16 over to Torn, who's pretty much going to have an open shot here. So this should pretty much just do it here. If he makes the shot, or if he just keeps the disc in play here, that should do it. 5 seconds left to go. No one in Gravity's sight. He's going to go for the long shot here. Vitrex has it. 4 seconds left. Can he get the shot off? He goes for the shot. He's going to bounce in the awkward direction. And Gravity will unfortunately not be able to score there. And Ouroboros, a team who's currently in 3rd place overall in the standings, going to take the first map against Gravity.
That's crazy as well. Obviously, we saw Egg Boys, the team that did beat Ouroboros earlier on in the day, actually falling short there, not being able to get that win. However, Ouroboros looking good. In terms of synergy, I'd say they look better.
The passing looked better.
Yeah.
100% I'll give you that. I still want to take this match with a grain of salt.
Okay.
Because it really doesn't change anything as far as I know. No. It's still going to be Egg Boys in 2nd seed, should be Egg Boys in 2nd seed, and Ouroboros in 3rd seed, which means those 2 will get through into the close qualifiers of playoffs. So it doesn't really change anything. It shouldn't. It should be like a nice little like scrimmage for the team to get some practice against each other, you know, against like, at least for Ouroboros, against the best team in Europe. But Gravity against playing with a man down technically. Afterterror is not there. Totorobot's filling in. I don't know if Totorobot will be like a permanent addition to the team. But from what I've seen when it comes to like Echo Combat, I think he's just going to be a substitute.
I suppose if Affenter's finished with that Kit Kat.
You still haven't figured it out.
I have no idea what that means.
I gave you like so many big hints.
What, have you been... Are you dropping hints?
No.
Oh, just
I told you the hint.
Right.
Like, it was such a big hint.
Right, no. Yeah, that means nothing to me. However, this could mean something to Gravity. Oh! It felt like it was coming. I could feel the anticipation.
Anticipation?
Yes.
Anticipation.
The anticipation. I can't speak. You've cursed me now. You've passed it on to me.
I can easily fix that.
How?
Lean forward a little bit.
You're going to slap me. Is that what this is? Oh.
There you go. Don't worry. We're good. We're good.
Right.
We're not fighting yet.
It's all got very physical here on the desk.
Yeah, but now you're speaking clearly.
Yeah, that is true. You've woken me up a little bit. You know, you've slapped me back into reality. Whoop, there goes gravity. Getting themselves another goal, Jason. That's a 2-pointer picked up as they are in the lead.
I just imagine like Doctor Strange, how they take your ancestral body.
Oh, it knocks you. Oh, yeah.
That's what I was hoping to do to you.
Oh, that would be good.
Or I guess more in case put it in and look at Torin.
Wait.
All right, nice little punch into a score. Torrance, you know, he's impressing me. I'll give him that. He's doing fairly well. I'm pretty happy with how Ouroboros are playing at the moment. Even, you know, with Gravity technically not having, you know, Aff and Tear there for their initial 3 or their starting 3, but you know, Ouroboros are looking good. They're making smart plays, and again, like smartness when it comes to like arena is very highly respected for me.
That's the one thing that I'd like to see more of as well in terms of the actual communication that these squads have, because I feel like it actually could be fairly in depth, right? The comms you must have to have things work flawlessly for you need to be pretty precise.
Well, they have like a gentleman's agreement because like you're supposed to be using in-game comms.
Yeah.
And then you can like mute the other team and stuff like that. By the way, another 3-pointer, you still didn't do it.
So I was indulged in. I was listening.
You should just interrupt him.
Sorry. Next time, I will.
You always say next time.
Next time. And
the next time comes, and you just forget, and then you say next time again.
It's like your birthday, when I always forget.
Do you even know my birthday?
Exactly. That's why I always forget.
It was actually yesterday.
Is it? Oh, that's a shame.
I don't want to turn 1 year older. I almost said how old I was. All right, so 5-2 now. Gravity looking a little bit better here. Again, Boop hit a nice 3-pointer there. It does obviously give them the lead. Ouroboros going to have control of the disc another time. Let's see if they can score off this one again. They're sending one player like really far up every time. It's going to be Torin. Actually going to pass it over to Ambient. He's going to pass it again. Like hitting these passes are difficult to do, especially when you have pressure against you. Luckily, for Ouroboros, Gravity hasn't been applying that pressure, so these passes have been generally easy to hit. But you can see Viatrix kind of floating, kind of doing like a similar like zone protection here with Viatrix to go for a man-to-man coverage. Again, probably all these words you don't understand because they're sports terms from basketball.
Man-to-man coverage sounds lovely.
Yep. So it's like basically you stick to one person and you defend against them, and then zone coverage is like you're holding a zone, an area.
Yeah.
So they kind of had like a zone coverage. It's more of like it was more like man-to-man because Viatrix was just kind of bouncing. Actually, it wasn't man-to-man because Viatrix was bouncing between players, but they had 2 people to defend Totora, Bot, and Boop to kind of make sure to hold down the goal. So it was, I don't know what to call that.
Sorry, man. You do you. You know, I trust whatever you would
The anticipation.
The anticipation was. I can't say Jason now. Jason.
Either can blue sometimes. Don't worry.
No, it's quite a hard word to articulate for some reason.
Yeah.
Who really knows? But about 3 minutes left on the clock now. Essentially at this point, it's a 1-point lead for Gravity. The double punch coming through. Sundance and Torin are both stunned. Ambient, the only one. Torin going to get the pass back over.
Ooh, really good clear. Okay, they're not
nice.
close enough to re-grab each other though, so the blue side should be able to get back quicker. It was a good clear, but the problem is like whenever you get the clear like that, you need to have 2 players next to each other to get the slingshot across the map or the arena in time to pick up the disc again, and you need the other person to disrupt the attackers, the previous attackers, to stop them from getting back. And now you can see here they're sending one person. They're actually going to head back, so 00 and 70 can group up, or 78. Sundance and Ambient. Torin's going to be by himself. His own devices in the goal, but it doesn't matter because actually a bout breaks down. I didn't know we're having a title match here. Some UFC, MMA breaking down inside the tunnel. Goes the way here of Ouroboros, who's going to look for potential shot here. They do not have it just yet because they still have Totoribot to defend in the goal.
Oh, they're up close, Jason. Chucking it back and forth, trying to get those passes going. It should be intercepted here, but it's actually bouncing about. The ricochet is definitely coming into effect. Recovered, Ouroboros attempting to fake them out with the old wiggle waggle, the little bait play. Torin gets it passed towards him, sets himself up, casts it across. There's the chuck in, and that's going to be another 2-pointer.
Now, I was going to say jiggle jaggle, but that's wiggle waggle, just with the J.
It is, yeah. That's literally the same thing.
A jiggle's one.
Jiggle is one. Is there another term for jiggling?
Round starting in 15,
Wiggling. I suppose it would be the wiggle jiggle.
13, 12, 11, 10.
I don't know, is jiggling like bouncing?
Jiggling is more of like a... I've jiggled. I've just jiggled for you. But, yeah.
There were so many ways you could have shown that, and you chose one of the worst ways to show that.
Teams have cleared the launcher.
Okay, so Ouroboros taking the lead, most importantly, as Gravity has been able to maintain it for a good amount of time here for the last 3-pointer that Boop did score. Oh, no, number 17, Viatrek's gonna have an opportunity for a shot, but again, you can see just the thing is, I'm watching the minimap a majority of the time here when we're casting, just because you can see of like how players and defenders are getting back or how aggressives are gonna be. You can see Ambient actually very far up. Viatrek steals it away, intercepts point blank range, goes for the pass down to Satorbot, and he gets it stolen right out of his hands. Now they're just freely floating in space in zero gravity, as Gravity's able to finally get some sort of semblance of control and the goal, and they'll take the lead back for themselves.
Yeah, Gravity actually finally getting a lead.
I had a mini stroke
well.
there, by the way.
Are you all right? Because that was
I literally had like a mini stroke.
I don't know what that was.
I blacked out what happened.
You just, like, it looked like you sort of convulsed when you said that as well. It all just sort of jolted out of you.
It's true.
God.
What?
What's up? What's up? Ouroboros, obviously, they've already got the 1-map lead down. They're in a good position here. But Jason, Gravity, they have the 1-point lead. It won't be too hard for Ouroboros to potentially come back and overtake from that. They've got the joust advantage, so they're going to be quick on the draw. It's a tasty pass. It gets connected further down the field. They're pretty open here as well. Tutorial bot, he's not a goalie, Jason. Can he block it?
Wow, that's rude.
Well, you said he was not
Not a goalie.
That's what you said. I'm furthering from your previous point.
Oh.
Oh! I did. All right, next time.
You know what? I give up. I give up.
No, it's fine.
I don't care anymore.
All right.
I'm sorry, at VR Challenger. Someone has let us down. And his name is Blue, because he's below average height.
Starting in 15, 14.
That is true.
I don't think he's listening anymore, to be honest.
11,
He's had enough.
10,
Yeah.
He's gone outside.
Or he probably just not tall enough to hear the TV.
The speakers go right over his head.
4, 3, 2,
All right, so now 4-point lead. Ouroboros have to score at least twice here to tie things up or take the lead. A 2-possession game. Actually, it's a football term. Yeah, it's basketball and football.
Well, you know, they're interchangeable.
American football.
Probably.
I guess technically it's
Rugby.
European football as well. It'll probably work for a lot of sports. Let's be
Yeah.
honest. All right, so now we see a little really far past it. I think there's more of a clear, if anything, and you can see Torn almost actually grazed right by it. Wasn't able to pick up the disc, and now we can see Gravity go for the clear. 36 seconds left to go. I think we're going to be going to a third map here.
It does seem like it, Jason, at this point. I feel like I've got to agree with you. Obviously, 30 seconds left. In reality, they'd have to score twice to try and do something. They don't really have the margin for that. And time is just ticking its way through. So looking like Gravity might want to try and get one extra one in for style points at the end here, potentially. Very back and forth game into the 15-second.
Oh,
they're going down! Goal!
What? That was a very lackluster end.
Sorry, it faded out. Yeah, I couldn't. It was the
All right.
too much emphasis on the start. Next time I'll maintain
You gotta
pace.
pace yourself, yeah.
I'll maintain pace for the next one.
It's not a sprint, it's a marathon.
No. I wanted to just get it out, you know. I just needed to throw him out there.
At least that was a good one to do it on, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
That's a good one. All right, so now with 14 seconds left, Ouroboros can technically win this game if they can somehow pick up the... Oh, I got so excited there for a second because they sent two
It could've
attackers
happened,
directly
Jason.
towards it. 5 seconds left. They don't have control of the disc.
There's no way. Surely.
They can't get there in time.
Orange clears it out.
So,
This round's over.
God, that's giving me a bit of a sweat.
Chalk up a win.
That was tense. I thought it was happening. I thought it was
you got a little bit of a sweat?
little bit of a
Are your
sweat.
knees okay?
Yeah, they're right.
What about your arms? They feel all
They're
right?
exposed, so they're nice and cool.
Oh my God.
I'm basically wearing jean shorts.
No one knows what we're wearing below the desk.
They do now.
Well, they know what you're wearing.
The movie magic's been spoiled. Jason's wearing nothing. But it's all fine because it's all here in virtual reality. This whole thing is actually virtual reality.
We're holograms. We're
We
actually
are.
at home.
Yeah. In sunny California.
Yes. Anyways, I really don't know where to go after that.
Third map.
I really
Third
don't know what
map's
to
been
say.
plugged in. That's what we're going
How's
to
your highlights coming along? Have you been writing down some highlights here?
I'm saving some for NA. You've already got 2 from EU.
I got 3 from you.
You got 3 from EU. Well, then I'll add some in from
Okay,
from
so then
NA.
I'm done. I'm done.
That's
You're on the
fine.
highlights
you
the rest of the
finish
show.
for now. I'll do the rest from
Okay, here. You
North
need a
America.
pen because you have nothing to write with. Not my pen.
Why,
I don't want you touching my pen.
he's rude.
So yeah, third map going on between the two is actually about to kick off here on initial joust. We'll hop back in the game and see how Gravity and Ouroboros winds down here as our final match of EU.
Yeah, hopefully, it's just as eventful as the previous one was. Obviously, for Ouroboros, it was an incredible start. Gravity now equalised and we're thrown back into the fray. Oh, that was a meaty right hook, Jason.
It's very juicy. It's very succulent punch.
Oh, that was a medium rare punch.
It's more of like a well-done punch because it's very tough.
It's quite stringy.
Ooh, ew. Gross. All right, so now Boop. He's got 2 defenders around him. Gets a nice little pass off, nice little bounce pass, more importantly. Gets made fun of in the NBA, but you know what? If it works, then you can't laugh at it. That's a rule. It's the Jason rule. Nice little pass back.
Ooh.
Torabot, a nice little follow-up here for 2 points.
He might not be a goalie, but he is definitely a shooter.
I really want to do like the air guitar every time they score.
Well, to be fair, it's quite a
I'm trying to
satisfying
think,
noise.
what show or movie have I seen? I think it was
Round starting in
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah?
What's his name? One that marries Diaz, or like they're like engaged. Sorry, spoilers alert. He has like an air guitar. He's like, wow, something like that. I really want to do that every time.
Jake Peralta.
No, Diaz, not Santiago.
Oh, yeah, I can't remember his name.
He's
I know
in
you mean.
the league as well. I can't remember his name. He does a podcast actually about movies. I heard it was really good. Yeah.
Wow.
Anyways,
Orange clears it out.
Ouroboros now with control. Nice little pass back to Ambient. They do have a nice little spread across the arena as well, trying to drag in some defenders. Good pass yet again here. Ouroboros have been doing fantastic with their passes. I feel like they haven't really missed too many over the course of today. At least in this match versus Gravity.
Ooh, that's nice. Oh, yeah, there it is. The satisfactory. Well, give us a demo of that when we're on camera, Jace. 'Cause it's impressive.
No, thank God. That's what
Do you have like a title for these air guitar skills?
I did actually enter a competition once.
Really?
Yeah, it was just me at home in my room, and I won.
Wow.
Yeah, who would have thought?
I did that one.
Could have been
I
worse.
lost.
I could have lost. Yeah.
Oh, there you have it, all tied up. Definitely worth the air guitar celebration for that one, as it was quite impressive. But this is keeping it close. It's also ridiculous to the rate at which they've been able to get these in as well. We're barely down towards the 4-minute mark. Yep, they're keeping it fairly close. Another big right hook coming through early to get the stun off. The ricochet as it bounces its way across is going to be picked up by Ambient. But is this one going to be occlusive? No, I don't know. Ambient occlusion. There it is, 2 points. There's a joke in there somewhere, probably.
I think he just gave up. Just like, he didn't even like hype up the goal. He's like, all right, well, I messed this up, so let's just not talk about it.
It's fine. We've still got plenty more time for some exhilarating action. I'm waiting for those 3-pointers.
Yeah,
That's what really gets me going.
we still have what, Space Junkies ending to come up next with
We
Potter
do.
and Blue. Blue and Potter, Potter Blue. Potter Blue.
Pot of blue.
Potter Blue.
9, 8,
Plotter. Blotter. Blotter.
Blotter.
Plotter. Blue and Potter. Blotter.
Blotter.
4, 3,
Or I'm not gonna say the rest of what I was gonna say. It's the other way you can go. You know what? If it's not blotter, it's poo.
clears it out.
Oh, you.
Right.
What's your mind on the gutter?
I don't know what's going on here. This is absolute madness. We've divulged into just complete chaos, but Ouroboros, they thrive in the chaos. They've been able to get hold of it, casting it the whole way across, pick up by Sundance. Because the Sundance kid. So I've got nothing, Jason. I'm thinking about your comments.
Should I slap you in the back again?
No, stop.
Slap you in the front, maybe?
Please stop hitting me. Someone send help.
Blink twice if Jason's abused and you need help.
I'm blinking many times.
Well, I'm not looking, so I can't see you.
Oh, Torn.
Ambient. He's got a shot here. You can see Sundance trying to set up again. If you get it behind the goalie, you can actually go for 3-point if you get the punch at the right time. You don't really see a lot of players do that for some reason. And he tries to go in, gets intercepted out, gets the punch back onto him, and goes for the clear backwards. The problem is there's not going to be a player there. And again, Gravity just slaps it back towards the other side of the field. Please tell me this is going to score somehow.
Oh, surely not. Oh. It looked like there could have been potential there for a big old bounce. But it's not happening.
Moves to orange team.
It has been grabbed, cast across, picked up by Boop. But he isn't going to be booping anyone's noses today. Instead, he'll be potentially celebrating if he can boop it into that goal. That's an inside shot. 2 points picked up. Another one there for Gravity. And a successful air guitar.
You're actually watching my hand.
It's impressive.
Am I hitting the right notes?
You are. It looks like it. I mean, if I could play guitar, I'd probably agree that you've done well. Your guitar might be out of tune a little bit, though.
Yeah. Well, I'm a lefty, so I need a left-handed guitar, not a right-handed guitar. He gave me the wrong one when we started the show today, so. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left, and we're tied up here at 4 apiece. Really give credit to Ouroboros. They've been performing, again, like I'm proud of them.
I'm impressed.
Like, they've not really missed many passes, and they're playing well in general. And I think actually Gravity, it might be like a little bit of a wake-up call for them, especially after the first round that they did lose. And I can see them. Boop gets a nice little punch, gonna miss the pass himself here over to Viatrex. And that's gonna be Ouroboros getting the pickup onto this one. Getting the rebound, they would say.
The big old rebound. Ooh, the far distance going to be covered there. Nearly actually potting it in. But unfortunately, it doesn't quite go through. Bouncing about as well. A minute and 48 on the clock as time is ticking down fairly quickly. Tutorialbot going to grab it, launch it to his teammate, set up Boop for a fairly effective open goal here if he can actually get it in.
Trying to stall for some time again, trying to pull Sundance towards him, trying to pull that defender there so they can get him out of position. It's going to be Ouroboros trying to go for the clear here, but does hit the wall, but they recovered nonetheless. Sundance with disc in hand, he's got a player behind him, he's got to be very careful of that one.
Orange clears it out.
Ooh. Well, they grab it. They're into blue territory, Jason, but they're being swarmed. It will go over. Torin, can he be able to actually pick that one up? They're chasing after it. Gets the punch off, the stun Viatrix for the meantime, but there's his just desserts. The instant respawn back towards him, and they've burnt through so much time in how long this has actually taken to get them to this position. There's only a minute left, and that's another 3-pointer. And the crowd goes mild.
So what did we decide, blotter or poo? Why are you, I don't know you're laughing.
Blotter. We'll go for blotter.
Blotter. All right.
14,
7-4 now.
Harry Blotter
11,
and the mystical Blue.
9, 8,
Is it Blue?
7,
Did you say Blue?
The chamber of
4, 3,
Chamber of...
Blue.
No, the chamber of... oh, God, what was it? What was the one for you with Jason?
Azkaban?
Noseman.
Oh.
The chamber of Noseman.
headed back down.
I don't actually remember what you said anymore.
I can't remember. It's gone. Oh, well. It's probably for the best.
I actually cannot remember.
Yeah.
What was it?
Maybe that didn't happen.
You couldn't pronounce it.
Oh.
Return to sender.
38 seconds left to go here. Ouroboros is really struggling to get the disc back in their hands. They can go for a 3-pointer. They're going to need that to just tie things up. Or 2 scores of 2 2-pointers, but it's seeming to be really hard. Nice catch out of Sundance, actually. Catches a potential reset there at a Boop. 20 seconds left. They're going to have to hit a 3-pointer now. They cannot hope for scoring 2 goals at this rate. They're going to need the punch. You can see the person behind them. It was Ambient waiting for the punch, and there it is. It's only a 2-pointer. Oh, there was a chance for 3 there. And now Gravity with 14 seconds just to stall for a little bit of time.
Oh, Jason.
I can't remember the name. Can't remember the word.
I don't know. That was beautiful, by the way. I was excited there. I thought that was going to be the 3-pointer. I heard your emphasis on the punch. I was tremoring.
12,
A single drop of sweat. A sweatlet.
9, 8,
But it's not going to
Better
happen.
than a manlet, I guess.
What, Blue? Stop talking about Blue like that.
4, 3, 2.
Oh, here we go. Gravity, as long as they just hold on to this for 14 seconds, they will get the victory here.
Round has
And again,
begun.
look at that. Good clear. Oh, not a good clear. 8 seconds left. There's a chance if they can just get a forward pass here. 6 seconds. 5 seconds left to go, but the disc is going to be a little bit too slow, and he's got to throw it from downtown really hard. Gravity with the defense. Boop comes up big. Ouroboros could have stolen that away. And that will be Gravity with the 2-1 victory.